certified consultants. I'm Kelly Cano, and I'm a star director from El Paso, Texas, and I'm excited to share with you. I have a lot of information to share with you. So what I first want you to do is, if you can, get a pencil and a paper, and at any time that you feel like you need to write something down or something that is a good idea that you might have not thought of, I would like for you to write it down. So that way you can go back and you can reference it. And so don't be shy. If you need to pause the video, go ahead, and then you can continue on. That's the great thing about these video things. And every time I do videos, my nose starts to itch. I don't know why. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk to you about what it means to be a certified consultant and how you can grow from there. So it's really important to have a goal in mind and know what you want from Scentsy. We all need something that drives us, because if we don't have that, when we make mistakes, and we're going to make mistakes, and when we face challenges, and we're going to face challenges, because if we aren't making mistakes and we don't have any challenges, then we're not trying hard enough. So when these things present themselves, when we have a specific goal, something that drives us, something that we know we want to work towards, then when we hit those roadblocks, it's going to help us to keep going straight ahead and not look backwards. Your determination is also going to be key to helping you not give up. So I want you to think about this. A lot of you guys probably have regular jobs. Do you ever have a bad day at your job? And do you ever make mistakes at your job? Maybe you have some challenges that you are presented at your job. I'm sure that all of you are shaking your head yes. And does that mean you're going to quit your job? I don't think so. I mean, it's just life. We are all going to be presented with things that may not go our way, but we have to keep pushing forward, because it's what pays the bills. It's what gets us on vacation. It's what gives us extra money. Whatever it is that your why is, that's going to keep you going. You're never too old or too young or not confident enough, or your job is, maybe demanding, but those are honestly excuses that you're telling yourself, because maybe you're not thinking that you deserve success. And you do. We all deserve success. That's the awesome thing about this business, is that we're in control. And I learned something at Reunion this year that just has sparked this insane motivation within me, is that there's enough room in this world for all of us to succeed. And that's so true. And life is so much more than just living the day-to-day routine. Do this, do that. No, you know what? God presented us in this world to be great and to be doing something and to be happy, and we deserve this success. And I want it for each and every single one of you. You're capable of doing it, but first you have to believe. You have to dream it, and then you have to do it. So at this point in your journey as a certified consultant, you've already celebrated success with a promotion. So give yourself a hand. That's awesome. You have a story to tell. Whether you've been in the business for a week or a month or a year or longer, it doesn't matter. We all have a story to tell, and it's imperative that we do it. So by telling your story, you're potentially reaching someone who is in the same boat. Maybe you needed to help pay extra, you needed money to pay bills. Maybe it was you needed to get out of the house because you're a stay-at-home mom, like I was when I started. No matter where you are at in your journey, you will touch somebody's life, but you're never going to touch somebody's life if you don't share your story. Tell it from your heart. Be personable. If you need to make a video, it might be way out of your comfort zone, and that's perfectly okay, because you're never going to grow if you don't get out of that little zone that we're all in. And you never know whose life you're going to change by simply telling your story. So share it. Bless others by this business. And this month is the perfect time to do that, because we have the supersized kit, and it's great. So keep it. Don't keep it to yourself. Go out. Share it with the world. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. The best thing I ever did in my business was bringing my mom along, and we have so much fun together. It's so much fun to share with someone you love and someone that you want to be on the journey with. So start there and then build from that. And if you're sitting here going, supersized kit, what's that? So let me tell you, in August, whoever joins in August, they will receive the spring summer catalogs and testers, they'll receive the fall winter catalogs and testers, plus everything else that normally comes in the kit. So like, what a great deal. Why not share this? You're setting somebody up for business for 7 full months because they've got 1 month left in this of August, and they can still share the 10% off. They can still take advantage of the sale and start getting their customers. And then they're set up for September with an amazing new fall catalog. So it's just wonderful. I want you to get out there and seriously share it. Now, let's talk about parties. Parties are the lifeblood of our business, to be honest with you. And there's tons of types of parties. I used to think like, oh, I could never do a home party. It's just not for me. And I love them now. It may not be for you. You may not love home parties, and that's okay because you need to find your niche. There's a ton of different options that you can do with parties. Of course, there's the home party. There's the open house style party where people kind of come and go at their own schedule. There's themed parties. Themed parties are a blast. You know, during the summer when people aren't really wanting to do a whole lot, pool parties are fun. Margarita parties, wine and cheese, sip and sniff. I mean, there's all kinds of different little parties you can do. You can even go, you don't even have to have it at your home or at your hostess's home. You can go to a coffee shop and set up your testers and just share. Like, it's really just sharing the business, sharing the opportunity, sharing the scents, sharing the products. There's basket parties that you can get with the mini testers that you can buy from the Scentsy family store. There's also a pouch party where you can split up the set of mini testers into maybe like 10 testers each, put them in like a little bank bag or a little cute, right now the school's fixing to start. You can go and for $1, you can buy like a pencil pouch. Those are great for pouch parties. You put a catalog in, a couple of catalogs, some order forms, a pen, and 10 testers, and there you go. So it works with everybody's budget, no matter where you're at in life. You have to work with what you have. I struggled to get the $99 to just pay for my kit, much less have money to buy pouch parties and mini testers and all this stuff. So you work with what you have. You can simply have a catalog party. Don't have testers. I mean, testers are helpful, but if you don't have them, the means aren't available. Catalog parties work just fine. Facebook parties are taking off. If you're of the social media type, which I'm trying to get that way, but Facebook parties have been huge for some people. And that don't think like, oh, I can't do parties because I don't like home parties. There's a lot of different types of parties. But you first have to be organized. You have to get your calendar. I have my calendar here. This is like my Scentsy Bible. It's my life Bible. If I ever lost this, I might not know what to do with my life. I keep 2 calendars. I keep this one, and I also keep one in my phone so that it's tied to my family. But there's something for me that I have to write it down, and I like to be able to circle the dates that I'm available to party. And then my job and your job as a certified consultant is to keep up with a calendar and circle the days that you're available, and don't stop until you have those days full. Take your list of 100 that you should have done when you started and circle 10 people that you're going to want to talk to about booking a party. Again, any type of party that you want. And obviously, not everyone on that list is going to say yes. Maybe all 10 are not going to say yes. So be prepared to hear the word no. That's okay, because remember, at your real job, when you face challenges and things are hard and you face roadblocks, and you hear the word no, you're not going to quit, right? Because you have this goal, you have this dream, you have this determination to make this business work, and you're going to hear no. Every day you're going to hear no. If you're not hearing no, then you're not working hard enough. You're not getting out there. You're not talking to enough people. You want to hear the word no because you're one step closer to that yes. So don't give up. And just because they say no doesn't mean that they're never going to want to host a party or join your team or be a customer. It just may not be the right timing. They may refer you to somebody. There's a lot of options. If you still have not filled those dates that you circled that you wanted to party on your calendar after you've reached those 10 people, circle 10 more, and you keep going and keep going and keep going until you are satisfied with your calendar. You're in control. Your director, your sponsor, your family members, no one else is in control but you. You set your schedule. If you don't work, you don't get paid. It really, really is that simple. Take advantage of the free training that Scentsy provides for us. They give us free training, top-notch training. There's corporate training. There's consultant-led training. There's YouTube videos, there's Facebook groups. I mean, there is enough training out there for everyone. If you're finding yourself in a rut or you're struggling in a particular area, turn to the training center on your workstation. Try one new idea that you've learned and implement it. If it works, stick to it. If it doesn't, go on to the next idea. There really are so many different ways to run your business. You've got to find what works best for you. Now, I've been guilty of this, and I don't want this to happen to you either, is there's such thing as too much training and too many ideas. Because if you start watching this video and you get this idea and this idea and this idea, and you get overwhelmed with ideas, and then you don't ever implement one idea. So I mean it, just stick to one idea, try it, and then master it, then move on to another idea. Our business is very simple. Keep it that way. Work consistently. Do something every single day in your business. And if you do, you will be bringing in consistent income. It's just like your job. You know, if you don't work at your job, eventually you're going to get fired. If you don't work at your Scentsy business, eventually you're going to fall off and it's not going to work. Making samples is a great way to expose your customer to more products. You know, most people know now about the wax and the warmer. Not everyone, though. Don't think that everyone knows about Scentsy, because I run into people all the time, and I live in Texas, and there's a lot of consultants in Texas, and I still run into people that say, what is Scentsy? And I love that. I love to introduce them to the products. But for those that are familiar with our wax and warmers, sampling is the best way to let them know there's way more than just the wax and warmers. So there's also Facebook groups and all kinds of different ways that you can make samples. I keep things extremely simple because I live a really busy life with my kids, and I homeschool, and I hockey and figure skating and, you know, lots of things. But anyway, you can buy sample molds in the Scentsy family store. These are the very new ones. I think they're super cute. They got butterflies and they have the little Scentsy round logo. You can either melt the wax in your warmer, you can put it in the microwave for a few seconds, you can pour it in there. You can also just simply take a crinkle cutter, and I don't have mine with me, but you can buy them in the kitchen section of like Bed Bath & Beyond, or something, Michael's even, I think, has them. But a crinkle cutter is like what you cut French fries and some fruit and vegetables with. You can just cut samples like that. You don't even have to melt them down. I also like to keep it super simple. I'm a pretty simple girl. I get these at Michael's. They're like $1, $2. They make a ton of samples, and it really just, it's all you need is to just make sure that they're getting their samples out there. So here's an example of a sample that I've done. It's the little circle one. I just put it in a Ziploc baggie that I got at Walmart, 100 for $1. I staple it onto my business card. I label, this one's Mountain Sky. I label what it is, and I have them with me at all times to pass out. It does no good to make all these samples if you have them laying around in your house. Scentsy also makes it super easy for us to sample our products, because they offer different types of samples for the laundry, for skin, for groom. This is for busy people. This is the way to go, really. And this is great because I have noticed that since I started handing out samples of laundry and skin, I don't sell too much groom, but I do pass out the samples, just not as much as these, because I'm passionate about these because I've tried them. I don't necessarily know that I can try the groom. I've tried a few, but I'm not as passionate about it because I'm a girl. But anyway, I digress. These are perfect. And when I started passing out these samples, I noticed a big increase in my sales outside of wax and warmers. And this is actually where you want to keep your business too, because if they're addicted to this laundry product, everybody does laundry once a week at the very least, right? And I mean, why not let them use Scentsy? They're going to keep coming back and back and back, and then you can talk to them about our VIP program that they can join, and they can get their laundry products sent to their house every month. Super simple. We make it easy. There's even ways to sample the essential oils. Scentsy has these little bottles. You slap a label on the bottom, and it's perfect. So there's a lot of ways to make samples. Find a group, a Facebook group, ask your sponsor. I don't want to get into too much about making samples, but I want you to definitely do them because it's really important. And share them with people that serve you through the day or that you run into throughout the day. If you go to the grocery store, share it with the clerk, the person at the post office, the bank teller, people at your office, your spouse's office, the doctor's office. I mean, Scentsy goes with you everywhere. If your kids are starting school, perfect way to say, thanks for being my kid's teacher. Here's some free samples for you to hope that you have a wonderful school year ahead. People at church. I mean, the key is to really just get out there and share it. Be Scentsy. Make Scentsy part of your life. That's the great thing about this. Brand yourself. T-shirts. I'm wearing a Scentsy t-shirt. Not sure if you can see it or not, but there's tons of t-shirts out there. If you go to Scentsy events like Reunion and Spring Sprints and World Tours, they give you shirts so that you can have those buttons. And I literally just came home a day and a half ago, so my office is in disarray, but I could not find my big, huge button. But I'm not sure if they're still in the store, but they were, that says, like, ask me about Scentsy or something like that. People will ask if you're wearing this big button, even if you're wearing a small button. People are going to ask you. If you're a little on the shy side, wearing something like a button will help them talk to you first, and then it kind of opens up the door. There's coffee cups you can get. There's jewelry, my little ring. You can brand your car, but it's important to brand yourself. Having a mobile office, being prepared all the time. So by having a traveling office, when you're out and about, it makes it super easy to always just have the stuff ready to share. Have catalogs, brochures, opportunity packets or join brochures, light bulbs. I always run into people who need light bulbs. So if I have them on hand, it's like, oh, they're so excited about it. Order forms, keep samples in your car. If, weather permitting, you don't want to really keep waxing your car in Texas in the summer or even in October. But, weather permitting, but just keep a good amount of things in your car organized so that you can always have it ready to share. So I can literally keep going on forever. I'm very passionate about this business, and it's easy to become passionate when you do what you love. And I pray that you guys all really love this business because it's a ton of fun. But the main thing that I want you to get from this video is to keep it simple and keep it consistent. Sharing the opportunity with others, parties, generating customer leads to keep your sales continually going, and then repeat, repeat, repeat. Have fun, because the more fun you have, the more that you're going to want to work your business. And the more fun you're having, the more that people are going to want to party with you. And the more fun you're having, the more that people are going to want to join you on this journey. So surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. Work hard, stay focused, and consistently work your business. And again, have fun. Have a great day. Thanks.